I had around me back then at the house in Laverne. Like you said, yeah, I had some killers with me, man. You know, GD, White Floyd.
Don't be saying that. Don't be saying that. Don't be saying that. Allegedly, he allegedly had killers with him. Allegedly. Look, we didn't have no French tour if you want Espanol. The fuck?
All right, welcome back to the show. It's your guy Dollar Bill Score, the host of the Back and Forth Show, here with my co-host Mystery and Gitmo. Today is February 9th, Monday, February 9th, 2026. How's it going, fellas?
Man, it's actually, you know what? It's going great. It was warm today. Let's start there, bruh.
Sir.
About noontime, it was nice. It was nice out there. I ain't gonna lie to you. It felt like spring a little bit compared to what we've been having around here.
Yeah,
like I was looking for the leaves to start, you know what I'm saying, doing a springtime dance or something, because it was really nice, for real, bro. Like, you don't understand getting up at 5:30 to 16 degrees. Well, of course you do. Look where you at. My bad. But yeah, bro, not being on a 6-month vacation to coming outside to that almost made me want to quit the job and just say, I'll wait.
Wow. Hey, man.
For real.
That's something serious right there, bro.
Bro, when I was telling y'all my feet was hurting for real, like I'm telling you, my feet was hurting for real. Like, imagine not having to put on no work boots, no nothing for 6 months and just chill and just walk around like a normal person. And then all of a sudden,
at home?
Huh?
Your feet was hurting at home?
Man, my feet was hurting for 3 hours after I got off work at 2:30. They didn't stop hurting at 5:30.
Wow.
That's because I'm telling you, like, bro, being not being at work for 6 months and then going back to work like you never left.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the overhead crane. I'm on the forklift. I'm doing shipping. I'm also on the packaging line because they just changed over companies.
Yeah.
Right.
So therefore, you know, I always try to tell all black men, bro, try to get in the best place you can and get in from the ground floor and grow with the company.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so many jobs try to say that nowadays that they promote within, and that is a lie.
Yeah.
So if you can get in on the ground floor and gain your seniority, especially for us, and whatever we say for us is because we have to work doubly hard to get ahead.
Right.
So if you can get on the ground floor and let your merits and your seniority build up, you're better off than coming in when they don't need you because they got so many employees.
Right. Yeah.
So, but otherwise, I'm good. What's up with you, Mystery?
Man, working hard, man. You know, doing the do. I haven't had the pleasure or the luxury to have, you know, some time off. Still boots on the ground. You know,
I know that's right.
Yeah, been in the hospital, man. You know, it's 24/7. So, I mean, I can enjoy it because we're helping save lives, man, and we're helping people. And I'm glad that God has given me that talent or gift to do that.
Right.
I always say, man, you know, every day above ground, man, is always a blessing because we can be under the ground, you know, breathing, not knowing anything, just waiting until his return. But you know, that's another story. But anyway, I'm just glad to be here, man. Glad to be here with my brothers. Like I told you earlier, man, no Puffy, but you know, I love you guys, man. You know, and it's a joy being here. You know, this is more than just a job to me. This is family, man. Like, you know, as they say, Thanksgiving. Like, this is my Thanksgiving with you guys. You know, and I love every bit of it.
All right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So so we got some stuff lined up for the night, and we're gonna also gonna talk about the video that I sent you guys a couple of weeks ago. We're gonna get into that. I'm gonna call that segment the bigger issue. It won't be every week, but every now and then when we do have a topic that I really want us to focus on, I'll shoot you guys a video in advance. That way you guys can watch it. You know, have your commentary ready, your idea, whatever your notes are, your thoughts, and then we'll do that as well. But
got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Got a question.
Yeah.
We know about us. How you doing? Hold on before we take off. How you doing though, DB?
Man, thank you, bro. I'm good, man. Just taking it day for day, man. You know, trying to like literally stay alive in these streets of Chicago, boy, because it's wild up here, man. It's something else up here. But other than that, man, I'm thankful that the Most High been keeping me, and that's the best I can say, man. It's good to be here with you guys. And
I got one more question for you.
Yeah.
Since you have been back, now listen to the question. Since you've been back, what is something that you enjoy doing that you did before you left, but weren't able to do in Nashville?
Man, actually be downtown Chicago, because now I got a job downtown. So I'm down there every day, enjoying that alone, because I literally work right across the street from the Trump Tower. And it's a beautiful, big ass building. It's really tight. Yeah, man. So I mean, I'm right there, man. So I really appreciate that the most. I really appreciate that the most.
Word.
Thank you. So that's what we're gonna do. Moving forward, whenever we get ready to do our commentary after we watch a clip, I want to keep our commentary down to at least 2 minutes. That way everybody can get their flow on, get their thoughts out. And then that way it'll keep the show moving a little faster at a faster.
All
right. So you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So here's something that's been all over social media here this week, and it's really crazy. Let's go.
Start with just your grievance that you feel that your sister has an obligation to share the wealth.
Hey, yeah, she got an obligation to share the wealth. We stay here, we struggle together. Took baths and bars of water, rest, roaches, all that. Yeah, she obligated. Is them friends obligated? She doing everything for them. So yeah, I feel like I'm obligated.
What is it you think she's not doing for the family? What is the... you're making it sound like there's a real financial hardship. Describe what you're talking about.
She's not doing nothing. Nothing. She's not doing nothing for family. At all. She do little oohs and ahs for our parents or whatever, but barely nothing, because my mama still clocking the clock at FedEx. No, she don't want to work. Gloria got y'all believing this fake ass, imaginary ass thing where she retired them. No, she did not. My dad retired because his time was up. She supposed to have retired my mama, but she didn't. My mama still clocking the clock at FedEx.
Why does she owe it to you to support you and to support the family beyond what she wants to do? It's her money, right?
Because don't go on no interviews, talk about our struggle. You want to do that. That's not right. You don't sit here and talk about struggle, sit here and struggle with. It's not one sibling, you got 9 other siblings. She get her money just because she got plenty other in Memphis she getting money to. I got 2 siblings staying down there in Atlanta with her that she treat them like housemaids. Y'all keep on painting this picture like she's just a good person, an upright person. She's not.
So here's something that Glow pretty publicly did last year when your dad, you said he retired. His time was up, so he retired. And she bought him a brand new Jaguar as a retirement gift, right? And we saw this back in November. I mean, that's pretty nice to give someone a Jaguar, no?
Yeah, what picture of the Jaguar do you have?
I just know it's a white Jaguar.
What evidence do you have of the brand new Jaguar?
Are you saying that the Jaguar was not, she didn't actually give him a Jaguar?
It was nowhere near new. What evidence do you have of that brand new Jaguar?
There's an Instagram video of it.
And of course, she gonna try to make it look good for y'all. My dad over there broke as a mother right now.
Let's say she has $2 million. How much of that does she owe to you and the rest of the family of that $2 million?
She can get all of it like $2,500 a piece.
How much?
$2,500.
25, like how for? That's it, just 2,500 flat, or is that a?
25.
Start with just.
Hey, okay, so.
Man.
Okay, so Glorilla's sister comes out here and says that she ain't doing enough for the family. She's obligated to look out for the family because she's using the family struggle to tell the story and and things like that. And she's been all over the socials, man. So what do you guys think about that, man?
Go ahead, mister.
Man, let me tell you something. If Finesse 2 times little brother keep talking, man, he gonna make a lot of money. And I hate to say this about our people. I really hate to say this about our people, but if Stupid was a person, because she really just dug herself in a deeper hole. Glorilla ain't got to say nothing. She just humiliated herself on the national stand, man.
Right.
Like, come on. This woman, Glorilla, has worked her butt off to get to where she's at. She don't owe nobody nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 2 times, man. You need to come get his little brother, man.
Go ahead, Mo.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. First of all, I'm gonna say a couple things. One, on a bigger scale than just Glorilla's sister, but then we're gonna go all the way down the line with this. I can't stand TMZ. The guy who runs it over there, he's a lawyer, right?
Devils, you're absolutely right. Yes.
I can't stand the exploitation that he does with this type of shit.
Right.
Because listen to the line of questioning. We all know that her sister evidently ain't got it all. We all know that. That's easy to see. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we know she ain't got it all because, as they always say, when you grow in business, when you grow in life, you can't take everybody with you, bro. Like, for real, for real.
Right.
And that is a clear case of you can't take everybody with you.
Right.
You just seen that whole interview. Then the entitlement kills me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you got 9 siblings and y'all had to struggle and one of y'all made it. You not responsible for the other 8.
Yeah.
Do you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
On some real shit, you ain't. Let me tell you something. Like my mama told me, I'm not about to let you drag me down with you.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, is Glorilla don't owe them Nathaniel out here. For real, for real.
Right.
How about that?
Right.
She talking about, oh, you got siblings in Atlanta. You treat them like maids. Good, because they need to pull they keep. You know what I'm saying? They need to pull their damn weight.
Yeah.
Anybody finna give y'all shit? For real, for real.
Yeah.
Why would somebody give you something? And then she come off like a whole junkie. Talking about some. Well, he said, well, how much? You know, like when people don't know how to bargain with folks and they just throw out dumbass numbers when they really probably could get more. She said, well, how much you think he's supposed to get? About 2,500. First of all, 2,500.
Right.
You don't. Right. 2,500 is not even something to ask for. We know you backwood don't know shit.
Right.
You can't even negotiate correctly.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? About 2,500, about 9 of us, 2,500. Is that all?
Yeah.
2,500 ain't gonna get you nowhere. That's like a little flash in the pan. If you feel better about your sister who got millions giving you 2,500, you shouldn't even ask for nothing. Right. For real, for real.
Right, right.
So that show ain't enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
And look at about the way you look, you gonna blow it.
Yeah.
Why would you give your family money and they make bad investments? Real shit. You can love her from afar. And then the crazy part about it is you sitting up there talking about she can't talk about the struggle like she was never there with y'all. We all seen pictures of Glow before she got her makeovers, right?
Yeah.
Right, right.
I ain't gonna lie, she was cat raggedy. For real, she was ugly. For real. Look at the go back and look back in the day when they was making fun of her. Now she blew up. Now she done got her body done. She got the Hollywood college and everything. You feel me? Got Daria number 3 from the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Got her body cut up. Now she look like something. And now here come her sister. Like your sister though.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what going back to TMZ. They find the worst representation of us.
Yeah, they do.
And then ask questions to discredit folks.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's a couple of other people they did that too this week and last week. Mm-hmm. Just like the situation with Corey Holcomb. What y'all do? Y'all resurface the pictures of him getting to the fight with Christina, right? Y'all just happen to put that back up there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
You see what I'm saying? They pick and choose when they put up stuff about us when it defames our character. And they do it in the name of journalism, and it's still not right. Because I sure ain't seen y'all put y'all people up there yet.
Oh no, they're not gonna do that.
But I digress because we supposed to only have 2 minutes.
They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that.
Yeah,
This is big all over the web, man, and she's really embarrassed herself and her family. First of all,
yeah.
it's the level of entitlement that she's displaying. Then, of course, like you said, negotiation skills. She's talking about $2,500 a piece. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, that's just a little pocket change just to get you over for a little bit, help you pay some bills. And at the same
And you
time,
right back begging.
right at the same time, it's not fair to Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair that her family, not her family, but one of her family members would come out and do this type of stuff. And it's a whole backstory on homegirl herself. I'm not gonna get into it, but I found out some other things about her. And this is just a terrible thing. So Black people gotta learn how to keep their business out of the goddamn social media and everybody else all in it, because it just, even though we're not related to them directly, somewhere down the line we're all family, and then it make us all. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Right. And it's a clip of her getting beat up or running around here. If y'all see it on them reels when she get beat up, you feel me?
Yeah.
So she ain't always right in the head anyway. So
Yeah.
All right. So just here recently on the February 1st, we had the Grammys, and the Grammys was pretty good, a pretty good thing. But there's something that I overlooked that social media brought back up, and they made me go back and double back. And it was your boy Shaboozie's speech, and it kind of backfired on us. So I'm gonna play this clip and we'll get into it.
Thank you so much. I have the greatest team in the world. Thank you so much. And again, the last thing I want to say, immigrants built this country, literally. So this is for them, for all children of immigrants. This is also for those who came to this country in search of better opportunity, to be a part of a nation that promised freedom for all and equal opportunity to everyone willing to work for it. Thank you for bringing your culture, your music, your stories, and your traditions here. You give America color. I love y'all so much.
Peace to the tribe. So this is what erasure looks like. So I guess apparently Shaboozie believes that immigrants built America, when that's false. Black Americans built America with free labor. This is why it is imperative that we as Black Americans delineate and gatekeep and protect our culture, our legacy, our history in this country, because you have people.
All right, so that's
how you read it.
Name, but yeah. So, anyways, so Shaboozie's speech backfired on him, and a lot of people came out and really made some really interesting commentary, especially our brother Nas. Let me pull this up right quick. All right, so this is let me get to it. Let me move this out the way. And if I go here, so I can't blow it up. Let me see something. Okay, so here's what Nas commented. It says, "What you did last night was pure evil. This will not be forgotten. You are a guest in this country, a disrespectful one at that. You are the true definition of a tether." Damn, okay. "You anti-Black American, disrespectful piece of shit." Now, this is supposed to be. Now, here's what I'm gonna say about that. I really don't think that's Nas, even though it's a verified check. Nas really doesn't talk like that. You know what I'm saying? Nas is the type of guy that'll probably come out and say something a lot more cleaner than the internet is saying. That's Nas's commentary, on top of a few other things that people had said. Hold on. There's some other stuff in here as well. Dwan B checked in. A few other people are feeling some kind of way about this. And even Shaboozie came back and tried to clean it up. But the thing is, overall, he's saying that immigrants built this country. This has been a conversation, and the thing has been said for quite a long time. But we all know that when we were brought over here, it was African, with people who, because we're not pure Africans. This is another thing, but we went to Africa trying to escape the Rome shit, and then while we were there, Africans sold us into slavery from West Africa, and that's how we ended up getting here. Now, of course, all of us did go into slavery, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, but some of our brothers got dropped off in the Caribbean, and that's where the Shaboozis come from. That's where the ASAP Rockies and the Rihanna's come from, right? And of course, yeah, white America had let all these other white people come into the country, Irish, all these other people come in, and they came in with their immigrant story, but they came here after the fact that our ancestors built this country. So again, Shaboozey made this commentary about immigrants built America, which we should know off the top that's not the way it went. So you guys go ahead and chime in.
Me personally, man, I don't know too much about Shaboozey. I might have heard his music or whatever. I don't know too much about him, but I'll say this, man. Just by seeing that clip, I can understand why people be so upset and mad about it. But me getting older, you get wiser, you start thinking about things. Me personally, I would give him the benefit of the doubt because he looks young. It's like he don't know, somebody taught him the wrong thing. Because you're right, it wasn't immigrants, which is a name that somebody done gave somebody else, just like Negro and et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
So it was us, it was our ancestors, man, who built this country. Matter of fact, who had a lot of inventions that was stolen. So I would talk to him. I would reach out and be like, "Hey, brother, where did you get this information from?" I would actually have a talk with him to try to straighten it out. But if he still felt the same way, okay, then I wouldn't have a problem with him. But I know how to I know where I would stand according to how he feel. So yeah, man. A lot of our people, man, needs to get knowledge, because a lot of them don't know. This whole country is messed up, man. The United States of America is messed up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would most definitely have a conversation with him to get an understanding and see where he got his teachings from.
Right.
You go ahead, Mo.
Right. Go ahead, Mo.
I was just gonna say, I say it like this: the infrastructure, us. Now, what I mean by that is, I'm gonna say he's wrong, but he's not all the way wrong. From technical standpoint, he's still wrong though, because from the time they got off the boat, Master got to have a house. Master got to have a safe place around in the area. You see what I'm saying? They got to have some way to make some food. So they got to do what? They got to do agriculture and all this other, you know what I'm saying? Make a garden and all. They wasn't out there doing that. We was.
Right.
Slaves. We needed some work mules fresh off the boat. So who you think built Master Plantation? We did.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that part was us. Now, once America got to the point where the buildings were built, they still did have immigrants. They let Chinese people in here. I ain't gonna cap and play like don't forget I am pro-black too, but I'm not gonna just cap and be like it wasn't nobody here but us. No, because see, they let a lot of people in here because you need people to inhabit your country.
Right.
Now notice this. Even though I'm saying, 'cause they let Chinese people in here when they was building the railroads across the country. So they're still building the country. But even in the 13 colonies, the slaves built the 13 colonies to make your way that way. You feel me? Okay. But the point I'm trying to make so far is just that they had to let other countries in here like the Chinese and everybody else. Why they need people to invest into their country to help grow this motherfucker. But this is the point. That's why they call everybody but their damn selves immigrants. They call Chinese people immigrants, even though they come the right way, come through their customs. They get everything like a green card or whatever. You're an immigrant. Chinese people who came through, they from another country, they was immigrants. Everybody, even the French people, immigrants. Everybody who wasn't supposed to be here is an immigrant. Right. Not just blacks. Not just everybody is an immigrant. That's a broad way of saying all y'all don't belong here for real.
Right.
Think about that.
No, you're right.
Caucasians don't call themselves immigrants at all.
They sure don't, and they're the first illegal.
Right, they're the first documented immigrants over here. You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
And then the real people, they push them all the way up somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna say everybody else is immigrants, but them and the Indians. But okay, so another thing is, if that was Nas, still serve Shabuzi right, because you really took Jaquan's Tipsy song,
Exactly. Yep.
which is the Afro-American who lived right here, and you built your career off of somebody who you trying to discredit built this country. That's
Right.
the irony of it. Your whole career is built off a slave, an ancestor of a slave. How about that?
And on top of that, again, I'm glad you pointed that out because he did take Jaquan's song and turn it into his version of it. Also, he was put on by Beyonce. All right, she the one that helped put him out there, and he's in the genre of music that Black people created. Black people created country music, right along with
Of
all
course.
the
Of course.
so he totally got his history mixed up. And another thing on top of that is it was Black Americans that actually fought for and made the way for them to come over here, because up until the 60s, Black Black immigrants, Africans, Haitians, white Americans want them over here. We the ones that stood taller, and because we wanted some alliance. So, you know what I'm saying? We needed, in so many words, we wanted more numbers for us. So we the ones that fought and paved the way for them to come over here. And this was in the late 50s, early 60s. So they came over here decades, eons, hundreds of years after we had already, like you say, Mo, was the infrastructure, the foundation, and everything else on top of life and everything else. So yeah, no one's going to say that they didn't come over and contribute to America, because a lot of immigrants have, but they didn't build this country. It was on the blood, sweat, and tears and free labor of our ancestors. And I just want to make that clear. And I'm not trying to and another thing too, right quick, before I get into the next clip. This thing about the delineation thing, Black Americans delineating from Jamaicans and Caribbeans and, you know what I'm saying, and Haitians and all that stuff, and some of our brothers in other parts of the country. If you know what you're supposed to know, there's no way that we can delineate from them, because we all part of the 12 tribes. So whether some of our brothers and sisters are uneducated and they don't know that, those who are screaming delineation, they don't know that shit. And I wish they would fucking get this shit together and realize this is just some divide and conquer and some shit that them other people stirred up and got us fighting back and forth. Because again, when they scattered us amongst the parts of the world, some of us got dropped over here, some of us got dropped in the Caribbean and other parts of the fucking world. So this is, and I'm not trying to get deep, but this is something that I had to really sit back and think about and realize what's going on. And I'm gonna leave it at that, and we'll talk about more about it.
Hey,
you know what?
I'm gonna say too, bro. On some real though. No, we can't delineate ourselves from them, but it's a difference though. For real. Like what you just said, I get it, but it's a difference because at the end of the day, bro, they look up to us. I ain't even gonna front. I'm gonna be real. They look up to us. Style, swag, appearance, how to carry yourself. They look up to us, music wise. You know what I'm saying? No offense to them, but you can't tell me a whole bunch of artists that are all around the world know y'all. But everybody know Tupac. Everybody know Biggie around the world. Everybody know 50 Cent around the world. See, these are people that they right now. And somewhere in Kenya, they still running around wearing G-Unit stuff in a tank top that look like a damn G-Unit tank top. Yeah. That's how much of a impression we make on them. You can't say, but I'm gonna be real. We give them props though. We say big ups to the Jamaicans. You see what I'm saying? We say big ups to the Haitians, the Kenyans, to everybody. Black America acknowledges other versions of Black people. But when it comes to us, we got people like Akon talking about we lazy and we don't perform, and that gotta stop. Not when y'all come over here to get rich.
Black Akon ass came over here and got himself into a culture, again, another genre of music that we created. He got up with our people, the Styles P's and every fucking body else, made his money off our shit, and then got the fucking nerve to turn around and say that we lazy.
Lil Wayne, Jeezy, everybody.
Right.
Then left.
Right.
Yep.
So
That's
my whole point is
Senegalese. He's pure African. Now that is a tether all the way
right.
around.
So only point I'm making is we give them props. You see what I'm saying? We show them love. But when they get back to their own country, our country, we work harder than the blacks over here work harder than the lazy Americans. Don't do that, bro. That's all I'm saying. Don't get back over there and sneak this and we show y'all love and y'all come over here and rob us of our style. But I digress.
That's a bunch of bullshit because if you fuckers work so hard, why don't you work hard to build your own fucking country up?
Right.
They can't.
Why the hell you got to come over here and now you want to fucking, anyways, it's a whole.
That's why I said don't worry about it because I don't want to go on a rant.
We're right back at the bottom of the bottom again.
Yeah. Hold on, let me take a look at some. Okay, I'm gonna play one more clip that we're gonna get into our main topic. Okay, so here is another one of these stories we had looked at a couple of weeks ago, but this is just a white chick. Now I don't know if she's just joking, but check this out.
I am looking for an American husband, and this is my audition to become your American wife. Why do I want to become your American wife? I want Captain Crunch every single morning, and I want to go to 7-Eleven every single day to get a big gulp. I have, number one, perfected the American accent so I can fit in with your whole family. You don't have to explain that you're with some weird British folk. I have a really good American accent. I can do Southern drawl if you like. That's Australian. I really think that my American accent is pretty good. Like, hey y'all, like I can just fit in with any kind of friend group, family, anyone you want to introduce me to. I can fit in, I can acclimatize. Number two is I'm very passionate about the US, and I have been since I was a child. So I will happily decorate the whole entire house with US flags everywhere. Ceilings, walls, my car. You know what? I'll dress up as an American flag every single day for you. Number three is I'm not asking for a lot. I like the bare minimum. So I'm happy with, our first date, we go to Target. Our second date, we go to Walmart. Third date, 7-Eleven. Number four, if I'm lucky enough, I would love to go to Air One. However, we will mention the downsides to dating me and marrying me. I don't know how to cook. So you will have to teach me how to cook.
Okay, so... Again, I don't know if she was just trolling or making it a joke, but I've been seeing some of that stuff online. Some of it is sincere, maybe some of it just for content. But again, I don't think that's how you go out and find yourself a husband. You want to be an American, all you gotta fucking do is get naturalized. That's the way that's the way a lot of immigrants do. So go ahead, fellas, chime in.
Well, I'm gonna just say this. I mean, I think it's just content myself. But even if it was content at the end of the day, sound like, of course you would. But anyway, right? Of course you would. Anyway, so first of all, she sounds like she's trying to get a green card for real. Now. Right. You don't look like you hurt for no money by that teller that watch, because she got on an Apple Watch. You feel me? So you ain't hurting too bad. You a redhead. You pretty cute. You see what I'm saying? So her going to 7-Eleven and all of that's the troll part for me.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's the real troll on that. Y'all got 7-Eleven Walmart over there.
Yeah, a lot of them now in England and London and shit.
Now, why you want to come over here where you got to pay for your health care? See, these are questions I'm going to start asking them. You know, over there, y'all got better health care than we do. Why you want to come over here? You want to go to Target? They got Target over there. They got 7-Eleven over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be something else. I mean, would you like life living on the edge or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. I don't get it. So, but I mean, otherwise, it just seems like trolling, bro. That's all. It just seems like trolling.
Right. Go ahead, Mark. Mystery.
Man, let me ask you guys something. And you from Chicago, right, Dollar?
Yes, sir.
So when you get upset, do your Chicago lingo come out?
Yeah. We gonna start saying shit most people ain't familiar with. Start using Chicago lingo and everything. Yeah, for sure.
She's talking about she wants to be so Americanized, man. You get her mad. You're gonna hear, "Oh no, good day, Mike. I ain't really bloody. You black clock.
I'm calling the police."
Yeah. Right. So I can't take her serious, man.
Right,
I mean, I feel like you said, I think she's doing it to get clout, views, and all that. And she's pretty, so she wouldn't have a hard time, you know what I'm saying, finding a man. I just don't understand why she would get online doing that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that right there, I
Right.
I
But one thing I know that she didn't come with the you know, you got to have 6 figures, you got to be 6 feet tall. She didn't come with none of that. You know what I'm saying? She didn't come with none of that shit that our sisters be screaming on. So but anyways, I think she's just trolling. And then again, you know, some thirsty, she gotta be, these women gotta be careful because they may get up on somebody that that may fuck around and be the wrong one. All these thirsty dudes out here, you never know who you come across and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you gotta be careful of shit. All right. So we're gonna get into our main topic. I got this little intro right quick. Check it out.
Okay, I see you.
All right. So we're gonna talk about this thing I sent you guys the video on last week. I watched it and get a more familiar with the topic. I had already watched it, but I wanted to watch it again because I wanted to get more into it. So I'm gonna play a little clip, just a minute or so of the video, then we get into the discussion.
Fast food was about convenience, quick meals for busy families, the American dream of efficiency and affordability. But what if I told you that behind those golden arches and secret recipes was something much darker? What if fast food wasn't just feeding America, it was systematically destroying Black America, one neighborhood at a time? Picture this. It's 1968. Dr. King has just been murdered. Over 100 cities are burning. When the smoke clears, something strange happens in Black neighborhoods across America. The grocery stores don't come back. The banks don't return. The insurance companies refuse to cover new businesses. But somehow, mysteriously, the fast food chains start moving in. Not immediately. They're smarter than that. They wait just long enough for people to get desperate. Then they arrive like saviors, offering cheap food and franchise opportunities to communities that had been abandoned by everyone else. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't market forces. This was a calculated takeover that would span decades and destroy generations. While white suburbs got fresh supermarkets and family restaurants, Black neighborhoods got drive-thrus and dollar menus. They called it urban development. They called it economic opportunity. But what it really was the creation of a new kind of segregation, one that didn't care where you sat, but controlled what you ate, how long you lived, and whose pockets your money filled. By the end of this video, you'll understand how fast food corporations helped build a system of economic control that makes the old Jim Crow look simple by comparison.
Okay, I just want to play a little bit of that. So, how fast food secretly destroyed Black America. The video goes into how, again, as he was saying, how all these fast food restaurants slowly but surely flooded the neighborhoods that we live in, and all of a sudden, we became what's called a food desert, but only in the sense of there's no grocery stores for us to go to. There's all these convenience stores, there's the Arab stores, there's the fast food, and how this over the course of time has affected our diets, diabetes. Our kids done gain all kind of weight, and it just siphoned money out of the communities, and also closed a lot of mom and pop stores. But the video mentions how before they moved in, there was a lot of mom and pop stores that catered to the community. They knew the people in the community. They would even sometimes give credit, you know what I'm saying, because that was just the way that it worked. But once these fast food restaurants moved in, our people shifted their spending into these places, and over the course of some time, not a lot of time either, these mom and pop stores shut down. So you guys got a chance to watch the video. Tell me what your thoughts and any notes that you had prepared or whatever you want to talk about. Any of you guys can go first.
Well, I mean, go ahead, mister.
My bad, man. I think it actually started, man. This is not factual, but I believe it started, man, during slavery when they used to give the slaves the seconds or the slop, you know, after they get done eating their meals, and you know, Black people didn't have anything but the slop to eat. And after, they saw that as a delicacy, the black people, it just kind of passed on to generation to generation. Just one example, like with chitlins, you know, a lot of black people love chitlins. I don't like chitlins, never have.
Right.
So, I guess I'm just breaking a cycle, but that's something that has been passed down, starting back then, even with fried chicken, that's all a lot of people say or think is that, black people eat fried chicken. I don't eat a lot of fried chicken,
Right.
But I believe that it started in that time, because the thing is about black people, man, we know how to survive.
Right.
It's just like when the ice storm hit, I wish I could send a picture, but my mom, her lights went out, her power, everything went out. So she had this little kerosene heater, lit it up, and she had a bowl of, a pot of spaghetti on there, whipping it up, But we are survivors, and I honestly believe that in order for us to get on track, it's gonna take some strong willpower to say no, I don't want McDonald's, or no, I don't want this. And I believe we need to grow our own food, because once we grow our own food, man, we know what we're eating. We know there's no any kind of spray or anything on it. Uh, I just feel like we need to take it back to those days, where we growing our own food.
Right. Right. Go ahead, Mo.
Well, I'm gonna just say, I mean, all in all, I know you've seen the movie. I forgot the name of it, so don't give me the quoting a lot. But the movie about McDonald's
Yeah.
with Michael
Yeah.
Keaton.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
It's called McMillions or something like that.
something like that. But you know what it is. Okay,
Yeah.
so you seen how he took that idea of taking those guys' chain and going nationwide with it, right?
Yeah.
Now you see how he dumped it in all the places that been redlined, basically put.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? By making it that affordable, you see what I'm saying? That kind of crippled us like they said in the spot when we didn't have like grocery stores and stuff. Look at Chicago right now. They just had a Walmart come up out of there saying they are never to return.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is they take stuff out of our neighborhood all the time. Even if we steal, the poverty stricken people steal or become ratchet or whatever, they always are taking stuff up out of here. Now, what you think they're gonna replace that with? Probably more fast food places, or mom and pops, or something like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Another gyro spot, who knows? But the point I'm trying to make is, to a certain degree, I know that they did do that, everything that they're saying, and they're right. They did do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, honestly, in those poverty areas probably wouldn't have had no food if it wasn't for McDonald's, for real, for real. Even though it was cheap, even though they took money out of that, out of the grocery stores and stuff, still the people in poverty at least could go get a damn cheeseburger if they came across the money at 2 o'clock in the morning and didn't have to starve. Now, I will say that. Now, is it supposed to be something that we eat to the point of obesity? Hell no.
Right.
We really supposed to eat. Okay. This how messed up times is. On the weekend used to be the only time in the 80s that we had maybe something like Captain D's once a week on the weekend, once a month. Then another weekend, Friday night, we might order pizza. But Monday through Thursday, Saturday and Sunday, my mom and them cooked. You see what I'm saying? So that kind of cut down on some of that fast food obesity because it was always a home cooked meal. And you treated that like a little, like a little Friday night, just a little something to make it out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Something that you would do for your family, nice, like a treat, basically put.
Right.
But we abuse that so much now. People lean on that shit every damn day. Every day. You get every day. You see what I'm saying? It used to be, it doesn't even weigh out no more. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do it, bro. I got Taco Bell sitting right here right now. Might not be that, but it's still fast food because it's so accessible. You see what I'm saying? And nowadays, as more of the generations that I went by from, let's say, the 80s till now, we abuse fast food like no tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? We don't even go to really cook no more. Hit the grocery store. And think about it. Nowadays, if you hit the grocery store, you're damn near paying for the same thing as you would pay for the fast food.
Yeah.
And guess what? At least with the fast food, I get all the ingredients and get it cooked for me. Because if I go to the grocery store, I'm still gonna be paying. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. Taco for you and your family, Mark. Taco night gonna probably look damn near about $100.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
For you and everybody to eat in the house for taco night, that's $100. Or you could just go to Taco Bell and get you a party pack of tacos about $25, $30.
Right. Yeah, you right.
You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing nowadays. It don't even, and then it's so crazy. And I'm gonna act, and I can't act like that. We can't, like, y'all don't remember Calvin for real. I know they did their thing, but didn't they give Calvin a job? Didn't they give a lot of these people a job out here who otherwise probably would have been in the streets doing some bullshit?
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna say that they didn't help us out. In the long term, they damaged us because they did. But see, these are some of the things that they did. They attacked the children with all these Happy Meals and making their parents beg for them and this Mac tonight and everything else under the sun. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. They did put some people through college. You know, I ain't seen Burger King. I ain't really seen Wendy's. I ain't seen nobody else really even try to step up for black people as much as they did. For real. Even though they used us, but at least they try to send some of our kids to college.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask both of you guys this. Because Gitmo, you just made me think about something. Now, when I was in Chicago, I was smelling a lot of food. But the food that I was smelling it smelled like it was healthy, I guess like noodles, maybe chicken, or it just smelled healthy. So do you believe that they have a lot of the bad foods in certain cities? Because like I said, when I was in Chicago, the food smelled healthy to me. And I was ready to, you know what I'm saying? I was ready to go get it. And I don't know if you remember that, bro, but it was smelling good. And we was talking about the Chinatowns and everything that they had up there in Chicago. So do y'all believe that they have more of the food that's not good for us in certain cities, and they have some of the good healthy foods in I guess better cities? Or I
kind of feel what you're saying. I think of it like this, to be honest with you, bro. I think that corporations mess with corporations, but to a certain aspect, like you got the mom and pops, right? Like, say up near Clarksville, they got some Spanish people got like a little grocery store up there in Clarksville somewhere. I don't know. I know they do though. I bet you they deal with Spanish farmers. You see what I'm getting at now? Now the Spanish farmer probably naturally grow his stuff, and the spices and everything they use is different from what Americans use.
Right.
See, I go into the Spanish store sometimes just to buy a little Spanish stuff because I used to go to Florida, and some stuff I like. I like some of their culture. Some of their food actually tastes good. So the whole point I'm trying to make is they don't use all American stuff like we do. That's the difference between black people and the rest of the immigrants. They use a lot of their chain.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'll never forget going up here to it's called the Mariachi Plaza. They took a Kroger's and built their own little mall inside of a Kroger.
Wow.
Because they know that they're not going to get their own mall anywhere else in Nashville. So they took that and built their own little mall. It's all Spanish store. Spanish radio station in there, Spanish nail salon, Spanish cigar lounge. You know what I'm saying? They got what's it called? Tango classes in there that they teach.
All in one
It's Kroger. It used to be the Kroger that sits on Nonsville Road off the hill. They bought that building and turned it dead ass into a whole mall. It's their mall. It's called the Mariachi Plaza.
across the street from the mall, the old mall.
Across the street,
It's coming from where
you know
the
what
old used to be.
you know what HG Hills is on Nonsville Road.
Oh, okay.
Go up
Yeah,
a little bit and then it sits up on the hill. It's that old Kroger. That's
yeah.
what they do. Right.
Wow.
So what I'm saying right there, they turn everything in it is Spanish. They got like a little Spanish version of Dave and Buster's in there, bro. Like I'm telling you, they have club night in there. Like it's lit. It's lit. But I
Wow.
wish black people would do something like that. That's what we would need. You see
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
Well, you know
That's what
what?
I'm sad about. Everybody
Yeah,
wants to be a brand. Everybody wants to do this and that. Why don't y'all just get an area like a big Kroger or a Walmart? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put up some plywood, make y'all own stores, and then sell y'all all y'all little local store-owned brands in one area like that, and watch how good business do.
It's funny you said that because in Nashville they was kind of going through something like that on Jefferson Street when they was talking about cutting out their business and stuff like that. I don't know if you heard of it.
Right.
yeah, I remember
Okay,
that.
because Young Buck has a business on Jefferson Street, and I
Yeah.
actually want to talk to him about that because you're right, Mo. If everybody get together and purchase a big building, everybody
Yeah.
can have their own little section or whatever, and they all can make money, and it'll be like FUBU for us by
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
And bro, all they have to do is okay. You don't have to do is buy it. You can rent the building for a year or get a contract. But people don't do that. See, they rather let somebody else do it and then say, "Well, damn, we can't do it." Yeah, y'all could have been done it. Y'all be doing everything else.
Well,
Y'all put on when it's time to put on, but don't want to actually go in. See, everybody wants. Never mind. We're going ahead of ourselves. But the point about it is don't let McDonald's and other corporations. You see what I'm saying? Come in and do it for us.
right.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm glad you said that because the reason why I don't want to get too deep, but the Bible says we're going to end up going to these people for the one of all things. So when you have someone else that's in control of your food, your resources, your everything, this is how they treat you. You see what I'm saying? So yeah,
Of course.
so we have examples of, like you were saying, Plaza Mariachi, you know what I'm saying? But the thing about a lot of that stuff when it comes to us is, for one thing, a lot of us can't get together and do legit business when there's money on the table. And a lot of the times also, they don't want to give us those kind of loans to get a building that used to be an old Kroger so we can do what they did. So yeah, big up to them. But I think what a lot of this video was trying to talk about was the fact that these corporations over the course of time, they study our community, they study the numbers, they know, like it's a part of the video that they said they knew that the black community had high levels of diabetes and dealing with cholesterol. So you think they tried to do something to counter that? The only thing they've done was sold you more greasy burgers. These restaurants really don't have any nutritional value. So over the course of time, you get addicted to these things. You get addicted to Taco Bell, Burger King, Sonic, and all that shit because it's fast. Of course, it's fast. It's convenient. And when they slowly raise the prices, you feel a little sting a little bit, but you be like, well, shit, I mean, they got some good burgers. We always find some way to still keep giving out.
Rationalize it.
Right. Yeah, we still find some way to keep like, when's the last time, like Mo, when's the last time you actually cooked in the crib? Like cook for yourself?
For real. Not this one, but the weekend for last. For real.
Mark, when's the last time y'all had actually cooked a home cooked meal? And you got a wife at home?
Yeah. You want me to go with breakfast or just?
I mean, just whatever. Just actually just cook like just dinner time. When's the last time y'all actually had cooked dinner?
Well, to be honest with you, my wife, she cooks almost every day.
Okay, now that's good.
Except for like on the weekends, you know, I'll get up when I'm off, you know, I cook breakfast or whatever, and you know, I may cook up something, but she usually cooks almost like every night.
And now see, that's the thing about it. I remember being a kid back in the 80s, and we had home cooked meals every night.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
Now, granted, it may not have been the healthiest of foods,
Mm-hmm.
but we had a way to have some kind of home cooked meal. That McDonald's shit was like a weekend thing, or maybe we get a little extra money.
Right.
But as we get older, times change. Depending on the area that you live in, you have to find some way to eat, even if it means okay. It's a lot of people out here right now that live by themselves but don't cook.
Right.
So they rely heavily on those burgers and shit. But that shit has no nutritional value. And over the course of time, we start getting shit like diabetes. We start having high blood pressure and cholesterol and shit in our system. And it's only because the food that they sell us and shit. Again, you can't expect a corporation to really do good by you. Okay? Like America has this Orwellian double think. They'll tell you, they'll crack down, they'll say we need to eat healthy, but at the same time, they still allow Hardee's to make these goddamn thick burgers. So which one is it going to be? You see what I'm saying? Are you going to either really crack down and be in a point where you actually care that the American people eat good, or you're going to let the corporations, which is the main thing they care about, they're going to let these corporations do what the fuck they want to do, and then they have plausible deniability to say, well, you didn't have to eat it.
All of the above, bro. I'm gonna tell you the truth. All of the above, and here's why. You asked a question, right? You said, how many times you done cooked within the last whatever. Okay. So Mark, you said y'all cook all the time, like your girl cook every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to the grocery store, how much do you spend?
Man, at least 150 to 200.
Okay. Now we're working with something. Now you think so you eat $200 every time you go to the grocery store, right?
Well, that's once a month.
No, but this, huh?
Yeah, once a month we go spend about 150 to 200. Not every other. Yeah, not
for the whole month.
Man, we get enough food to bring back to the house. Yeah.
That's special then, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When I go to the grocery store, I buy $200 worth of groceries my damn self for me. So that's why I'm saying, and usually, bro, if you cooking all your food like you supposed to and not getting nothing out in the street and bullshitting, that's about a week's worth of food nowadays.
Yeah,
well, you know,
it all depends on how much you consume and who's in your house.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Just like, yeah. Go ahead. My bad.
No. So I'm just saying. So that all depends on those particular situations. So if Mark is them spending $150 to $200 a month, well, it's just him and Trina there. So I don't expect them to eat a whole shitload of food. You see what I'm saying? Whereas some people have 2-3 kids, and that grocery bill is probably going to be spent bi-weekly, 2 times maybe every 2 weeks, because they got to feed kids and prepare shit. So a lot of times people are making the decision to either keep going to this fast food shit or keep buying groceries. Now, yes, groceries are on the rise, but
their blood pressure high, bro.
But also, in these kind of days, you have to be a smart shopper to know what you have to set a budget and be like, okay, can I eat off this? And that's the reason why they stress prepping meals and all this other shit, because it'll help you with fighting the temptation of buying fast food. Because sometimes, to be honest with you, bro, I be scared to leave the fucking house sometimes, because every time you leave the house, you're going to end up spending some motherfucking money. It may not be huge amounts of money, but you may have to fucking get a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have to always do something, bro. The point I was trying to make is they're gonna sell you these high greasy burgers, and if you try to get off the high greasy burgers, they're gonna sell you overinflated groceries. That was my whole point. That's why I'm really going with it. At the end of the day, they don't care how you eat. You're gonna pay for it one way or the other on inflation. Yeah. Just know that. That's all I was gonna get at.
Just kind of going off of what Dollar was saying earlier. Like, see, my wife, she's better with money than I am, So she's always looking for discounts and stuff like that, clipping them, whether it's Kroger's, Publix, Walmart, or whatever. And then another thing, like we eat portions, like we don't eat a whole big thing of whatever. Like tonight, I just had a salad before we got on here, but I had a nice little portion of salad, So I mean, because when I get home from work, man, sometimes I'll be too tired to eat, so I might make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I tell her, no, don't worry about it. I'll make me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, So I mean, I got to give her praise on that, because if I was by myself, I'd probably be eating out all the time, don't have time to cook and all that. But she's really good with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's the thing, man. I wanted us to delve into that because I wanted to hear you guys' opinion on things like that, plus the state of how we living today. Like at my job, they provide free lunch for us every day. I'm thankful for things like that. It may not be, and again, some days it's some good healthy shit, and some days it's just some old greasy shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they provide a meal for that time of the day that I don't have to go out. Because I'm in downtown Chicago. Let me tell you, there's so many fucking food options up here. There's so many food options up here. You'll fuck around and try to eat all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing about it is, these Arab restaurants, they have literally 2 walls worth of menu items. Literally 2 walls, so many fucking menu items. And I'll be amazed at how they're able to cook all that shit. How do they know? How do they remember this shit? But that's how it's up here. So you have to. It's things like that. You have to literally mentally fight, because you can't eat fried chicken every fucking night. You can't eat burgers every fucking night.
Right.
Even though they may have a deal, like up here, they got these motherfucking 15-piece legs and thighs for $10. You know what I'm saying? And it comes with like some type of fried rice or some shit. But anyways, we just have to be smarter with this shit. And it's not just these corporate restaurants; it's also the local Arab joints, the gyro joints. You know what I'm saying? The little chicken wing joints. Those places play a big role in giving us bad health as well. So I just want us to really focus on that, because the Black community is slowly dying. There's no food in these communities. Like where I used to live at off 12th Avenue, there used to be in the old center off 12th and Wedgwood, used to be a grocery store. I think it was like a high shit.
It was a Piggly Wiggly, it was a Winn-Dixie, it was all of that at one point in time, bro.
So guess what? That's gone. So now that is type of other kind of center. So that community, it's a food desert. All right. And the Kroger is up on 8th fucking Avenue.
Way down there by the rich people.
Exactly.
By the people on Franklin Road going the other way.
Right. So then you have on the other end the Gulch. So they kind of like squeezing them in, and there's no way to really get healthier food options. But it's plenty of motherfucking fast food joints around that area. You see what I'm saying? So, so they know what they're doing. It's just that, again, they have plausible deniability to say, well, you didn't have to eat it. But in some situations, motherfucker, I did, because this was all there was to eat.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So good round, fellas, man. I'm glad I like these kind of discussions, because I'm gonna start having us delving and stuff like that a little bit deeper. Have these kind of serious conversations. But anything y'all want to say before we wrap the show up?
Shoot. Nah, I'm cool, man. Just had a good, feel like it was a pretty good show. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty fun. So yeah, bro. So I'm cooling.
Okay.
Hey, man. I want to shout out Jason, man. He's been almost every episode, man. So I salute you. We see you, man. We hear you, and we appreciate you, man. People say we couldn't have done this without you, man. So we appreciate you and everybody else that has tuned in. And make sure, man, hey, 101.1 WBAF, the Back and Forth Radio. Big Bro have a show every Saturday. I have a gospel hip hop show every Saturday, and also I have a gospel singing show on Sunday. Once again, I've had this shirt, man, for probably over 5 years, Big Bro, and it still look good, man. So y'all make sure y'all go to fashion.com and check it out. Man, a wonderful shirt. I love this color, man. Look how good it look. You know what I'm saying? make sure y'all cop that, man. You know, y'all supportive. Y'all want to send something, man. Y'all send something, man. You know, because it's all going to the common good. And like I said, we trying to give y'all some good news, man, and some good entertainment. So yeah, just man, we appreciate each and every one of y'all.
Right on. And again, thanks for tuning in, everybody. There's a QR code at the top left of the corner of the screen. Go ahead, hit that QR code. It'll take you right to our band page, Shyville Music, the Shyville Music band page. You can go ahead and cop some of that new music. We got new music up there. And editor will really help us out as well. But other than that, I want to say thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys in 7 days. And of course, let me pull my clip up. Of course, before I go.
America should be happy that Black people only want justice and not revenge. America should be.
Here we go again. My bad. Double take.
That's all right. They better get the picture. No, I'm playing.
Run it back.
We'll see you guys next week, and we out. Peace.
Yo, welcome to the back and forth. We all over east, west, south, and north. We're on YouTube every Wednesday at 8:30. We keep it clean with a little dirty. I'm Dollar Bill and I am your host. With mystery and get low, we rock